NewsNation Now financial market snapshot. Closing bell 16 minutes ago on Wall Street, so they're done for the day. Dow didn't do very much at all. It was up 13 points. S&P also just about flat on the day. The NASDAQ, where all the tech stocks are trading, down by 0.25%. You know, we had earnings today that we're going to talk about. Bank of America and Goldman Sachs on Wall Street. A lot of people were focused on those numbers. In the last quarter, Bank of America, which is the second largest bank in the nation, was able to beat expectations, had a 10% gain in its profit. Goldman had its profit go down by 33%, but still, that was better than the analyst expectation. So it was a better than expected report. Here to talk about some of the financial news of the day is Doug Flynn, certified financial planner, co-founder at Flynn Capital Management. It's always good to see you, Doug, as we take a break, at least for a moment, from talking about the House Speaker's race and the war to, you know, normally these would be big stories that we'd be covering, and they still are. You know, corporate profits are what, would you say, after we saw some of the ones that came in today? What's the state of American corporate profits?
Yeah, just starting to come out. I mean, the financial sector is important. It is the third largest sector behind technology and then healthcare. So about 1/8 of all of your S&P 500 money is in the financial sector. So it is important, and you got mixed results. Even the companies like JP Morgan, Citi, and Wells Fargo that had really good earnings, but all came out and said, this might be the end of that. Things are looking much weaker going forward. So you have to take that information. That's a lot of what we're hearing across all the sectors. There's mixed in good with bad, and that's why the market's kind of going sideways with no direction at this point because of all that mixed news.
Yeah, because there was a consumer number, too, an economic figure today that looked pretty strong. Like the American consumer is still out there, high interest rates and, you know, worries about wars overseas, you name it, spending money, right? Americans are still spending a lot of money.
Yeah, there's a lot of strength in the consumer, and that's part of the reason why the market didn't move also today, and also why interest rates went up. Every time you get good economic news, that means that interest rates need to stay higher to keep inflation down. So the Fed doesn't get the opportunity maybe to pause or even lower. The market was really looking for maybe we'll get to a point where we can lower rates. That is not happening. And partly it has to do with the fact that the consumer keeps spending. Now, How long can that go on? Nobody knows, but it's still happening, and it looks like it's going to continue. So that means interest rates are going to be higher for a little bit longer.
Well, we saved a ton of money. Everybody had money from COVID, and the question was, you know, they were stuck inside for a couple of years. A lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people had a lot of money as a result of that. Now they're spending it. So you're saying interest rates go up how high? You know, 8% mortgage rates have been a big point of discussion in a lot of articles. So that's what we're going to be dealing with here for some time. Is that your point?
Well, yes, and the 30-year, the 10-year Treasury, which we've spoken about, is the key you want to look at for mortgage rates. If you see that 10-year hit 5%, it keeps bumping up there and coming off. But if you see that, that's when you start to really worry about where that goes. You know, interestingly, also on the other side, if you look at used car prices from a year ago, they're actually down 8%. Which for a while, used car prices got out of control. So that's my point of there's this really good news, people are spending, and then there's this weak news mixed in. Eventually, we think the weak news starts to take more than the positive, and that's when things get a little weaker. You know, layoffs will happen to a more profound effect, and then you get to a more normalizing effect of the market and the economy.
Right, because we've kind of hung in there, thanks to the consumer, for lack of a better term, for a while now. All right, thank you, Doug. As always, we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.